Hello, viewers. You are welcome to Living and Loving, where we love to live and we live
Live
to
to
love.
love.
It's good to have you here again with us, and of course, with me is my act rival,
Buki.
Buki. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you.
Yeah.
Yes. A very quick one. Should DNA test be carried out in the family when all the children are born and they get to that age where that test can be carried out? Is this something that every family needs to do? DNA test.
Hmm.
The
D-
test of paternity.
DNA.
Yes, DNA test.
Well, to be very honest, I don't think there's need for DNA. Why DNA?
And why do you feel there is no need? Because in the recent time, we have had a lot of stories, a lot of heartbreaking stories of fathers that suddenly discovered that
Hmm.
their children are not theirs after a very long time.
Now, BC, if you ask me, honestly, there is no need for DNA. And I
Okay,
have some reasons to back it up.
okay,
Why would there be need for DNA? DNA will only be necessary where there is no love, where there is no trust. Let me stop there for the meantime.
oh, no, don't stop there yet. Explain. Where there is no love, there is no trust. We are married. Of course, I married you because I love you,
Yeah,
and
you
I
can
love you because I'm married to you.
yeah, you can
All
love
right.
me. You can love me and not trust me. It's possible.
Uh,
So
Trust.
you can only decide or think about DNA when you don't really trust me. It's a different thing to love and it's a different thing to trust. Yeah, you can love me maybe for my hair, you can love me for one or two reasons. But to trust, it goes a long way. So if you are now requesting for DNA over the children we have together,
Okay.
the first thing that comes to my mind is yes, BC doesn't trust me.
Okay.
If you don't trust
Well,
me, that's the only reason we
you may conclude like that, but don't you think that to be on the safer side, to have that trust confirmed
hmm,
and grounded, don't you think we need to go into it or do that thing because of what we see, what is happening? I mean, we've seen families that father discovering that his 30-year-old son, 25-year-old son or daughter
BC, there is
does
no
not
need
belong to
for
him.
DNA
Okay.
because one, that point you just raised will only destroy the love of the family. You understand? A child or children you have come to know for about 30 years, you have
Okay.
established love, you have established a lot of things. And
Okay.
now deciding to go for DNA
Mm,
will only destroy the happiness, the joy of that family. So it is better that you have these children together, you
mm.
grow together, you live together, you do things together, and not come up with DNA. DNA will only destroy that friendship, that love, that togetherness that the family had always enjoyed.
Yeah,
So
that
if you
is.
ask me, I would say there's no need for DNA.
Yes, it will only destroy that family if it now happens that the DNA is saying that the paternity of of the children are questionable. Is that okay? And then you will not blame the destruction, rather you will blame the person that caused the destruction. All right? Okay. It's because if this thing is going to reduce infidelity,
Hmm.
yes, it will reduce infidelity if we all know that okay, once we get married, after some time, after our 2 3 children, or when your firstborn is even up to 2 years or 3 years old, when did the doctor say a DNA test can be carried out on the child, whatever age, you know that we are going to do that thing. Oh, trust me, you will be very careful
Anyway,
because the rate at which infidelity is so common in today's marriage. Look at the rate of divorce. Look at how everything is. Look at relationships and everything. Look at I don't know. Did you talk about double dating some time ago? You know, talking about multiple partners, body counts, and things like that. Look at how it is going on. It's not only in relationship but also in marriages. Now, if DNA test is made a law or is made compulsory, it would reduce all this infidelity.
well,
Yes.
let me just tell you, from my own end, I still stand on my ground that DNA is not necessary
Mm,
because, like I said, the end is always disastrous. I can't imagine a father or a mother having about two, three children, and at the end of the day, you demanded for DNA, and you now discover that one or two or even all the children are not yours. See, it doesn't matter where the children are coming from, whether it is bloodline, whether it is adoption, whether it's surrogate or whatever. What matters is that you have a child who really love you. What matters is that you have a child that you can call yours. So the end is always disastrous. And a family who had established themselves in love, in unity, in togetherness, coming to, you know, I don't know, maybe coming to have malice, and that malice will always end up somewhere. So if you ask me, it's not necessary. There's no need for DNA as long as that family is in unity, as long as they love each other, as long as there is togetherness. I don't think there's need for DNA.
Buki,
BC.
Prophetess Buki, save that sermon for our dear sisters, that this thing will destroy the family. So they should not do that thing that they want to do. That thing.
What?
Bringing in another person's child into the family, because it will destroy. Don't give that sermon
let me tell you
to the
something.
men.
BC,
Don't give it.
BC,
They need
hold
that
on.
sermon.
BC, hold on.
Because
There's
if
something
they
you
know
don't
that
understand.
if this thing is discovered or is detected, that family is done for. That family would never be the same. Then they
There's something
shouldn't
you
do it.
don't understand. I hope someday the medical practitioners will come up with something, maybe a DNA, a scrotum DNA, or I don't understand, from the men, that will determine that even they don't go outside, even they themselves don't go outside. So let me tell you something. If you want to look at it critically,
Yeah.
I will tell you that 90% of first children, the first fruit of every marriage, belong elsewhere. So why killing yourself with DNA? Why is DNA
We
now
are talking
important?
about a family.
Yes,
We are
we're
talking
talking about
about
a
a
family.
family.
See, when
Look,
you say that those ladies, those women should not do that thing, what? What is it?
going out there, getting pregnant for another
Why?
man,
Why?
and bringing
Okay.
that child home.
Why
If
are
I
those
give birth to
men?
give
Why
birth to
are
a
you
child
guys?
outside,
That's the
uh,
problem I have with
yeah,
you.
I can bring.
You don't like to hear the truth.
But this
Okay,
is the
you are saying
truth.
that those ladies should not go out. They shouldn't do that thing. What? What is that thing they do alone that the man is not involved? Yes, what is good for the goose is also good for the gander.
But what I'm
So what
saying
is
is
that
that
thing that the woman, what is that thing you are asking me to tell the woman not to do? That is not, that the men are not involved.
what I'm asking you to tell the women not to do, the men are also doing it, but it's open. If I go out there and impregnate a woman, and the woman
And that
gives me
woman
a
takes
child,
that child to her own matrimony.
no. If that child brings that child into the family, you will know that this is not your child. But you can go out there and bring another man's child into the family and pretend that it is mine. Do you understand my point? That is what I'm saying.
Whatever
Okay, so
ground.
it's easier for you to know the child that is not yours as a woman than for me to know the child that is not mine as a
Anyway,
man. So, but that's your point, and I really respect your point. But I want you to know that apart from the fact that it's going to reduce infidelity, it's going to pollute the bloodline. Look, for every bloodline, there is a kind of there is a makeup of every bloodline. So when you bring in another man's child, when another child, another blood comes into that line, it's going to pollute that line. And after some time, there are things. Don't
there
forget
are
that
things the
where
bastard to do that will be obvious. Is that what you try to say? See,
exactly
it is where,
bastards have their characteristics,
okay,
and 70% of every bastard will manifest that
let
characteristics,
me give you an
except we
instance.
have some bastards that are well brought up, that are well, they may
So
come to
why
love
won't
that
you just
family.
bring that your child up in a good way? Let me give you an instance. I wouldn't like to mention name at this junction, but there's somebody that we all know that after about 30 years in marriage,
Okay.
that was when they discovered that all the children are not his. And what
Yes.
happens? He almost went gaga. In fact, he almost went insane.
What do you expect?
So
I will go
if
gaga too.
if you ask me, I would say there is no need for DNA, because if they had not done the DNA, that family would have enjoyed the peace they had always known. So why destroy one family because you want to get to the root of a bloodline.
But
See, wait, let me tell you
yes,
something.
it's
Whether,
very important.
hold on, whether bloodline or not, what is very important is having children that are lovely, having children that can give you peace at the end of the day. See, bloodline can only count when that family is not well to do. Maybe when the family they don't have what it takes to be a family.
No, no, no,
Yes,
no, no,
now
no.
that is
No,
when
no, no, no,
bloodline can
no.
count.
Blood.
If you have everything to satisfy those children with, there is no that you won't even ever know that one bloodline is not equal to the other. It is only when the family does not have enough that is when you now see the traits or the characteristics of bastard that you are talking about.
uh,
What counts most is love. Once you establish love in that family, believe me,
yes, yes,
bloodline, who cares?
yes. Once
Don't
once
you
you
have surrogate
establish love,
fathers? Don't you have
yes,
surrogate mothers?
I know.
Don't you have, you see, it
Yes,
is
and
it is the way you bring these children
when those
up
children
that
are well
matters.
brought up with love and everything,
Mhm.
yes, there will be peace and there will be everything. But
Yeah.
trust me when I tell you this, there is that inborn desire, there is that natural and innate desire of every human being on earth to know, to want to know his or her biological father. As old as I am, if I suddenly discover today
That
that the man that
that you
I
had
look
always
at,
known
I've always known that
is not
my
your
father is not
father,
my father,
what will you
I
do?
will do everything to look for my biological father, even if he's dead. It's very, very important to every man, even you, if you want to say the truth. So the truth of the matter
Doesn't
is
matter.
that
I
it
I
does
wouldn't dig
matter.
into. I
It does
wouldn't dig.
matter.
No, 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 no,
Nobody
no.
wants to leave this earth without knowing his
I
father.
wouldn't dig into knowing my father because I don't want to hurt my mom. What should I dig for? What is
But she
there?
hurt me first.
What is there in looking for a father?
She hurt me
Because I'm
first.
I'm satisfied with
Why
everything
would
that
she
I get in my family.
take me and
So
give me to another man?
why would I want to hurt my mom?
Why
Digging
would
for a
why
father
would
that
she
does
give
not
me to
exist
another man?
from my childhood. Why?
Maybe she made him not to exist.
How?
Maybe she took that maybe he didn't even know that I was conceived.
Now I realize I'm dealing with a Yoruba man.
Well, call it whatever you like,
It doesn't
but I'm
matter.
speaking the mind of a lot of men out there.
It's only that kind of men that really want to root out the piece of the family that will care for a DNA test.
It is
What?
only a woman that wants to destroy the piece of her family that will go out there and pick another man's seed and bring it into her family and pretend that it is for her husband.
Viewers, what's your opinion? How do you see it? Please.
Ah. Look, this thing should be established. There should be a law. It should be compulsory. In fact, it should be called no. It should be made a law that DNA tests should be carried out on every children. Sure. So see what is going on around.
There is no need for DNA test. If you marry a wife who is not faithful, you will just know during courtship, you will find out that this woman is not faithful. No woman will marry you and then go out.
So all those
misbehave.
that are going out,
It takes
what
two
is
to
it?
tango. If a woman after marriage is not going out, something is pulling or pushing the woman to go out. So we should ask the man. So if the woman go out and come back and bring something that does not belong to the man, should we dig about it? There is no point digging about
if
what
you
does
feel
not
that your
exist.
man is not doing well, walk away. If you feel that okay, there is something wrong with your marriage and you cannot fix it, walk away. Don't go and bring another man's seed into my family. If you are tired of this marriage, go. If you don't love me again, go. If you feel that one way or the other my seed is not proper for you again, go. But don't go and bring another man's seed into my family. Don't pollute my bloodline. There are characteristics of every bloodline. So don't come and pollute it. That is what I'm saying. So I'm going to find out.
There's a Yoruba proverb.
Yes.
That says that it is that person you sleep with.
Yes.
That the children will look like.
Exactly.
So whether you go out to bring the children or not, I'm referring to this characteristic you've just mentioned.
Yes.
Whether you go out to bring a child or not, as long as there's a father to romance that child, the child is yours. So why digging into what does not exist?
The child is mine.
Yes, the child is
maybe
yours.
on paper, on everything, But anyway, look, we can drag this thing forever. Let's just leave it. Let's leave it. Let's push it to the viewer. Viewers, you have heard. Should it or should it not? Let's hear from you, and let's thank you for your comments so far. And some of you have been calling to air your views on the topics we've been bringing to you. We want to appreciate you so much. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your motivation. We appreciate you. Please say something about this and let's know what you have for us on it.
Why you like and share this program, please go with something. Don't destroy your family. Don't root out what does not exist.
While you
Whether
like and share this program,
there is no need for DNA test.
go with this. Women, be careful. Stay in one place. Take the seed of your husband and your husband alone. And men, be on the lookout.
Then
Be alert.
let this be your takeaway.
Be very careful.
It takes two to tango.
Do
But
all
when
you can.
the moment it tangled, don't bother to unloose anything.
Men,
Live with it. Enjoy your family.
don't cry
Establish
30
love.
years later.
Let there be peace. By the
Don't
time you go
have
for
heart
DNA
attack
test, you
30
start
years
killing
later.
yourself gradually. So my opinion is no need for DNA test.
Die now
Love your
than die
family.
later. Yes. Thank
Listen,
you.
you're not serious.
Thank you. And bye-bye.
Bye.